力解き放つよ。
Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Cetra Descendant Aerith. So let's start from her stats. So like you can see that her stats, I can say that there is nothing so special. Okay, there is no fatal damage protection. Yeah, basically it's just okay stats. Okay, but that doesn't mean it is bad, because first, on normal form she gets 200% shield through double hand spirit. So this is nice, okay, because you can also equip shield and still get the benefit, which means her spirit stats gonna be high. And yes, she gets 200% spirit boost, which is nice. The difference between normal and brave shift form is the brave shift form gets 200% through double hand magic, so you cannot equip shield on brave shift. Okay, she also gets plus 100% chain modifier cap. So yes, it's pretty decent, but on the normal form maybe it's quite hard to max her offensive stats, which is spirit, because yes, you will see later that it's very hard to max shield through double hand spirit. Okay, and yes, on X+2 she gets something special, okay, and that will make her really good on short-term battle like dark vision, because she will fill her limit burst gauge by 60 limit bursts at the start of battle. If you have maximum level for your limit burst, that means you can use your limit burst immediately. So make sure you level her limit burst to the max as soon as possible. Another thing that's special is she gets preemptive buff. It gives you 280% all stats for 5 turns, and the special thing is this buff cannot be dispelled. So yes, amazing, okay? And 50% machine killer, it is nice if you fight against machine. Okay, and yes, that's it I guess for the passive. Nothing special like fatal damage, but on X+2 she is quite good for instant battle. So let's take a look on the normal form. The special thing about Aerith is she is a quadcaster, and her quadcast ability can be combined with black or white magic. Okay, I'm not sure about black actually, but all of her white magics can be combined with her abilities. And yes, for offensive she has Banish God +2. It is Chaos Wave Awaken Chain, 72 times light damage based on spirit to all enemies. So like you can see that the damage modifier is average, but the best thing about this skill is it is based on her spirit, which should be high because of those normal form passive, okay? And yes, the next offensive is Holy, but I'm not sure whether it is powerful or not. Okay, I don't have the damage calculation, but yeah, since no one talk about this Holy, because if this Holy is that powerful, I believe that lots of Japan players gonna comment on my preview video saying, oh, Holy is insane or whatever. But since there are no one who talk like that, I believe this is simply okay or normal magic. Okay, so it's not meta or anything. Okay, that's for the offensive. For the support abilities, on X+2 she gets 35% Rot in Peril. So yes, it is very nice. Okay, even if you cannot utilize the elemental imbue from her, you can still get benefit from this 35% Rot in Peril. So character like Luna Freya also get benefit because she uses Rot, okay, for evoke. So very nice. And yes, of course, 100% machine killer to all physical and magic. So yes, pretty nice. But this one is 6 turns cooldown, but I guess it's okay. I believe this is more like into instant or fast battle. And on normal ability, she has AoE Light Imbue with 30% light damage and 280% all stats buff, and Dark Resist plus 100% for 4 turns. So yes, this skill is a little bit similar to, yes, Luz Nicole, because yes, the difference is only about the element. But again, in terms of elemental imbue, this is nice, but yes, she cannot imperil this light element. So let's talk about White Dragon Link. Of course, White Dragon Link also able to imbue 2 element, but yes, she offers lower damage boost compared to Aerith, but yes, she imperil. So I cannot say which one is better. It depends on your party setup. Okay, but yes, this skill is useful. And if you think this is not enough for you, you will see that her limit burst is insanely good. Okay, basically the same effect like this abilities, but much better. 100% all stats buff, 45% light damage, and also imbue the light element. So yes, maybe you don't need this light element for, yes, one of the best light party finisher, Noctis, Cobalt Blade Noctis. Okay, but just in case you need light imbue, this is very nice. Okay, because yes, from what I can remember, that Luz Nicole limit burst doesn't imbue the element when he used his limit burst. And yes, like I said on before, make sure you max this limit burst as soon as possible, especially if you have made her into X+2. Okay, this is really important. And if you think that, oh, I don't want the light imbue, I simply want the stats buff and limit burst damage buff, don't worry, because you can use her Brave Shift form limit burst. And other than this stats buff, she also able to give your party 50% magic and physical mitigation by using Protecga and Shielga. But yes, like Luz Nicole, she doesn't have general damage mitigation. And yes, no elements, stats break resist. So yes, this is kinda, maybe it is not that important because you can get it from other characters. But yes, for you veteran players like me, maybe I just trapped in the past. Okay, I always thought that buffer should have those kind of utilities, but recently they don't do that to buffer, or maybe they save it for upcoming future buffer. Who knows? But that's for Cetra Descendant Aerith normal form. Now let's take a look on Brave Shift form. So on Brave Shift form, she becomes a magic tech chainer. Okay, so she loses her Chaos Wave Awaken chain, but that's okay because she can chain by herself. Okay, it is 72 times fire magic, so it is not high by any mean. So yes, it's very nice. Okay, because you can deal 27 elemental chain with quad cast. So yes, nice. She's still able to imperil Rot resist on this form. So yeah, try to equip Rot as her weapon on this form to take advantage the Rot imperil, of course. And on this form, she imbue fire element instead of light. So yeah, very nice. She able to imbue 2 element. And yes, what I want to say is, again, Nicole, you only able to imbue 1 element, water. Okay, yes, I know. Okay, Nicole is great on water-based party, but I think he kind of lack flexibility that Aerith and White Dragon Link have. Okay, and yes, she still has Protecga and Shielga and Dispelga. Okay, so basically on this form, her limit burst is still pretty good. Especially if you don't want to imbue light element to your party, okay, she can deal fire magic tech chain, but I don't think it is that great because it is 15 hits tech chain, so it won't be good to use it for support chain because you don't reach maximum elemental chain modifier cap, okay? Because yes, you need 20 elemental chain to reach maximum for true dual wield characters. For true double hand characters, it's okay. Okay, so yes, I think that's all you need to know about Brave form. Now let's talk about equipment. So for equipment on normal form, you want to max her spirit stats if you want to use her as a DPS. But in my opinion, you don't need to do that because I think she is a support and a backup chainer. So yes, in my opinion, you shouldn't that bothered with her spirit stats. Of course, more spirit stats is good for her survivability, but again, I think what you should prioritize is her faster LVV rate and limit burst regen, okay? Because yes, her buffs, while good, it still can be dispelled. Okay, so you probably want to refresh it. Even without dispel, you still need to recast it every 4 turns. And that's why I think you need to have 12 limit burst regen per turn. So you can almost use this limit burst every time the effects are off, okay? So that's what you want to do. And like you can see that even if you try to max her shield through double hand spirit, from what I see, okay, maybe I'm wrong, okay, please tell me on the comment, but from what I know, you can only use like Frisia staff and Frisia trust master reward. If you combine those two, you get like 100% shield through double hand. So I believe you still able to raise it to 400%, which is, I don't think it's possible. Okay, please tell me on the comment. I'm not sure about this. And for Brave form, you can make her into DPS, but yes, you need Savior of Soul Lightning STMR, okay, to reach that maximum chain modifier cap. But again, with 72 times damage, I don't think it is that great. Okay, great, I mean, yes, she will deal nice damage, but don't expect she will become your top tier DPS. Like I said, simply a support. And yes, maybe you want to gives her limit burst damage boost if you want to use her limit burst as a main attack. Okay, so yes, I think that's all you need to know about her equipment. My conclusion for Aerith. So yes, whatever you said, okay, maybe you say, "Oh, Luz Nicole is superior than Aerith." I don't know how you see that. Yes, of course, he is superior when you use him on water-based party, but in terms of stats buffer, Aerith is the best. Period. Okay. Period. There is no debate in here. 400%, no one can beat her. Okay? The best stats buffer at this point. And actually, if you check Ultima at this point, she is still rated as 100. So yes, we should be really glad Gumi gives her for free. Okay? And yes, for Nico, he can still be used on water-based party, but for Aerith, you want to use her on, yes, light-based party. Okay? Because, yes, 45% light damage, it is really awesome. Same for Nicole for water-based party. And at this point, I think the best character to pair with Aerith is Cobalt Blade Noctis, because like we know, he gets insane like damage. So with Aerith 45% like damage, wow, you can deal awesome damage. And remember, not only light, Aerith also able to imbue fire element. Even when it is not optimum, it is still very decent fire buff. Another thing I like about Aerith is she has awesome Trust Master reward and Super Trust Master. Take a look on the Trust Master reward. It is really good, okay? It can be used for... Yes, I cannot say this can be used for your healer, but yes, for your mage, for extra survivability, and even for your physical DPS, because you can still take advantage of the human and machine killer, okay? Really awesome Trust Master reward. And for the STMR, it is also good because you get 500 stats, but it is only for certain character. Okay, so this one is good, but I think this STMR is kind of limited, because if you take a look on the wiki, it says that it can be used for Cloud Final Fantasy VII Remake, which, yeah, we still haven't got the X+2 update, so he is pretty bad character. And yes, Aerith herself, which is nice, like I said, if you want to use her as DPS, 500 Spirit, 500 Magic, very good. But yeah, maybe it also works for Tifa, but my point here is because it only works for Final Fantasy VII characters, then I think it's better to get Tifa if you want the STMR like this for Final Fantasy VII characters. Okay, I think that's all about the conclusion. But for Vision card, I really cannot say this one is good, because it is actually very good Vision card. But remember, you can obtain it at X+3. And at this point, we still don't have any X+3 Vision card. So really cannot compare this one. But for now, this Vision card is totally superb, okay? Usually we only get like 40%, total 80% boost. This one, you get 200% total boost, okay? Magic 100%, 100% spirit, so really awesome. And the raw stats boost also insane. Not insane actually, but yeah, the total is 200 points, 100 magic, 100 spirit. So yeah, totally awesome cards. But again, you need to make her into X+3, so good luck on that, okay? I think that's all you need to know about Aerith. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave XPS guide. And the last thing is, thank you to Gumi for giving this unit for free. But if you watch this video after the event, sorry, it's not free anymore, okay? See you on the next video.